How are you doing? Good? Good. You might have guessed, today's video is going to be only eating Cornish food for 24 hours because, yes, I'm in Cornwall. So I just thought it was very fitting. So we're going to try some local food and make sure everything is sourced here in Cornwall. Enjoy the video. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. So let's get into it. Starting the day, a Cornish breakfast. I'm not sure if people do eat these for breakfast, but we're having a Cornish pasty from Warren's. Apparently this is the oldest Cornish pasty maker in the world. It's a bit of a chain, but we didn't really have any time to find a better one. Oh my god, look at that. It smells incredible. That pastry is delicious, really crispy, crumbly. The filling is nice and peppery, that's what I like in a Cornish pasty. For anyone who doesn't know, what's in a Cornish pasty, Josh? It's
Sweet potato, beef, onion.
quite simple, but sometimes the simplest things are the best. This is a really good start to the day. Look at the view, show them the view. We're right by a lake. Yeah, I'd actually give this pasty probably a solid 8 out of 10.
Starting the day strong.
Yeah, good strong start. For lunch, we went to the Boathouse in Newquay, which does kind of street food. There's lots of stalls and vendors, and you can sit and order drinks. The view of the harbour is just beautiful. Unfortunately, there was loads of music playing in the background, so I have to voice over this. But we had a flatbread with Cornish yarg, which is a type of cheese, and Cornish hot honey, washed down with some white wine, obviously. I mean, it's us. It's a bit like a mild parmesan and a really good balance of sweet and salty. And this was me wondering where our other food was. We also ordered these beautiful, fresh Cornish mussels and this monkfish, which was their daily catch, and it was served with this fresh white plump bread. The monkfish was battered and it had almost a spicy coating on it, and then it came with a fresh zingy slaw. This was our view of the harbour, by the way, so it was prime location and very expensive. The monkfish was really meaty and fresh, and it almost melted in your mouth, and then against that crispy batter with the slightly spicy coating, it was just perfect. Almost like a monkfish nugget, really. There were a few different types of mussels you could go for, but we went for the classic moules marinaire, which is like creamy, garlicky white wine sauce, which goes perfectly when you're drinking white wine. And then that really thick bread was really good for mopping it up. Josh wasn't keen on the slaw. I mean, look at his face. It did need something else, to be honest. Wine was definitely kicking in at this point. Probably my favourite bit about mussels is mopping up the really tasty sauce. And this bread, because it was like a tin loaf, it was just perfect at absorbing loads of it. Also, shout out to these kids who had somehow found this massive fish. I just pulled out my phone to capture this. I couldn't believe them. It was literally as big as them. Time for a Cornish snack. So we've got some Cornish fudge here. Clotted cream, because apparently this is the best one. We got quite a big chunk. Normally, I'm not a fudge fan. Find it a little bit too sweet. But, ooh, this one smells really good. It's got that rich buttery smell. Oh wow, that's actually really delicious. It just tastes like, like cream basically, and butter and sugar. It is really sweet, but it's got like a nutty flavour to it.
Can't come to Cornwall and not have fish and chips. And we're in Padstow, so where are you going to get fish and chips from? Other than Rick Stein's fish and chips.
Got to do it, haven't you?
This was some kind of deal that they had on, because it was £15, which is pricey for fish and chips, don't get me wrong.
Just be careful with the seagulls. Oh wow.
Look at that.
Yeah. That does look really good.
And in classic Ross and Josh style, got a wine to wash it down with. Don't forget.
Yeah, homemade tartar sauce.
Homemade tartar sauce.
I'm going to start with a chip.
And the tartar?
Yeah, alright, let's give it a try. It's the perfect chip. I don't know what kind of potatoes they've used, but that's really good. It's crunchy, cooked to perfection. Boiling hot. 10 out of 10 on the chips.
What about the tartar?
I feel like I haven't got a big enough bit of it.
Go on, get a big bit.
I like that it's like... Oh yeah, it's almost got like it's almost like got like a horseradish kind of vibe to it. It's sort of it's richer and creamier than a normal horseradish, but very tasty. Right, let's go for the fish. This is cod, yeah?
Yeah, cod. I'll just rip a bit off.
That just melts in your mouth. The batter's really crunchy. It's a perfect fish and chips. It is. I have to say though, like I feel like fish and chips just can't get any better than that.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've had the equivalent of this before. It's just like proper amazing 10 out of 10 fish and chips. I just want to say the ketchups were free, by the way, because normally you have to pay for ketchups in these high-end fish and chips places.
Can't get it.
Yeah, I know, it's hard to eat.
Yeah,
Why don't you just use the fork?
Pipe it.
Yeah. Can't beat it.
That's why you
and it's obviously caught locally.
Yeah, that's so fresh.
It's really fresh.
I'm a happy boy. I'm a happy boy.
I felt like I had to have a Cornish drink, so we went to a local pub called the Bowgie, and look at this stunning view. We sat right out on the front looking over at the water, and I had a pint of rattlers, which is like a Cornish cider. I'm not usually a cider person, I get a bit bored after a few sips. When the weather is like this in the UK though, why not? It's very refreshing actually. I wanted to give a special mention to JamJar at Crantock Beach, who specialise in pizzas. I wasn't really expecting it to be Cornish in any way, but actually the pizza that I went for was ham and mushroom, and the ham was Cornish ham, and here it was. I think that's enough food. Thanks for watching.